organized a session on chair yoga today to be presented by Ms. Harjis Kaur. Before we start, I would like to thank Dr. Deepika from Vipul and the HR team at FIS for giving us this opportunity today. We are part of the Round Glass team here. And before we start again, a quick introduction about our presenter for today. Harjis Kaur is a certified Hatha Yoga teacher, practicing and teaching since 8 years. In her quest for more knowledge and to understand various techniques, she traveled to various schools of yoga, learning different styles. Her sessions have an influence of various schools, combining techniques and principles of alignment, flexibility, stability, strength, breath control, concentration, and relaxation. She includes various elements of yoga like asanas, pranayam, bandhas, the dharma, that is concentration, and dhyana, which is meditation, in her practice and teachings. Understanding is a whole and practice it holistically. So with that, thank you, Harjis, for joining us today, and over to you for taking this session ahead. Thank you.
Sure. Thank you, Karthik. And welcome, everyone. Good morning to you. So, he's already given a lot of introduction about me, so I'll not talk anything about me, but let's talk about chair yoga. So today we have gathered together to do a chair yoga session. Chair yoga is a very gentle form of yoga, which obviously, because it's chair is developed, so it is done sitting down on the chair, or sometimes we also do some poses standing and use chair as a support. So the idea of chair yoga started from this thing that why do we need to do chair yoga? Why not just mat yoga? It is because chair yoga, as I said, it's a very simple form of yoga which can be done anywhere. If you are sitting in your workplace between long hours of work, you can easily just do some stretches sitting down, or you can just stand up and also take support into it. So you don't really need to have or create a space for, and there are places where you actually cannot roll down a mat and start doing yoga. So there you can just sit and use the chair as a prop. So it's at the workplace, or even between, like while traveling, between flights, at the airport lounge, or whichever mode you are traveling in, you can just sit down on your seat and do these simple stretches, which can really help ease out that tension which develops over time sitting for long hours, especially in your hips, back, and shoulders. So that's the idea behind it. And also, chair yoga is very, very safe for frail people who cannot, they don't have the muscle strength to hold on to themselves, like people who cannot sit down, for example. There are a lot of people who cannot go low on the floor. They cannot sit. There are people who cannot find balance on their own. So they need some support to balance them, like old people with disability. So for them, it's a very safe way to practice some stretches and strengthening exercises sitting down. And it gives us very similar benefits to like a mat yoga class. So like all the benefits like strength, stability, balance, flexibility, calmness, de-stress, all that benefits are there in chair yoga session also. So on that note, I will just begin with some exercises now. And I'm assuming that you already have a chair with you. I preferably have a chair with not too much blockages, like not side arms. But if you, right now, whichever chair you have, it's fine. But in general, if you have a chair without the side arms, then you can use it more efficiently. So now, I don't want you to use the backrest too much. So if that's your backrest, don't sit completely at the back, leaning back on your on the back. Just bring yourself a little forward, and your feet. Can you see my feet? So your feet should be touching down on the floor. I think my feet are not completely visible. Yeah, so now. So your feet should be touching the mat and your back needs to be straight. So you can just pull yourself a little forward and sit like that. keeping the back straight right now. So first we'll just begin with a little dhyana. Dhyana is, like he said, concentration, just withdrawing our senses towards our body and our breath. That's a way of disconnecting from the outside and bringing the awareness towards the inside. So resting the palms on your thighs, pressing your sit bones into the chair, inhale and sit tall. You can slightly roll your shoulders back so your spine is tall and shoulders are in its correct position. From here, keeping the head in the center, just close your eyes briefly. We'll take a few moments here to sit quiet, closing the eyes, keeping the lips gently sealed. And you can take this time to observe your body from the head down towards the toes. So we'll just quickly take the awareness from the top of the head to your face, to the back of the neck and shoulders. Observe your arms, upper arms, forearms, hands. Observe your back, chest, abdomen. Observe your sit bones, thighs, calves, feet, the sole of your foot, and the toes. And from here, we'll bring the awareness towards the breath. So start breathing in, natural breathing without changing it. So you're inhaling and exhaling as a natural process, just become aware of it. And how do you become aware of it? Basically, you start feeling it close to your nose tip or nostrils. And let it flow in its natural rhythm. As you connect to your breath, you'll feel a stillness in your body and mind. With that, we'll take a breath in our heart, basically feeling the heart when we are breathing in and out. And let it expand. Inhale, let your heart expand, and exhale, let it relax. And from here, we'll just slowly open the eyes. Bring your hands into a prayer position, and we'll start with some stretches. So feeling the warmth of your hands into each other, just press all the fingertips and the mounts of your palms into each other, activating the pressure points also in the body connected to the hands. And from there, inhale, just raise your arms over your head. And as you're raising your arms over your head, you'll feel your spinal column will become long. Keep grounding through your sit bones pressing into the chair. And inhale, keep reaching up with your fingertips. And you can stay here for a breath. This will lift your chest. It will start opening your shoulders. If your shoulders are falling forward slightly, you can lift up and push them back, so they are in its natural position. Now, the navel will draw in towards the lower back. You can observe that ribs will expand, chest will expand. So it is like just a very simple stretch, but it really energizes and opens up all the muscles in the body. Sitting Tadasana. So Tadasana, like you're standing tall like a tar tree. Inhale up, look towards your thumb, and exhale, bring your arms out and down. Try to keep your breathing even. So you don't rush into your breath. Inhale softly and deeply, exhale softly and completely, and keep it even. Even means same time to inhale and exhale. So about 4 to 5 seconds is a good time while doing any activity to breathe. In pranayama, we try to increase the breathing. All right, so from here, we'll just repeat it again. Inhale up, exhale. Inhale up, exhale. When you are bringing your arms, when you take your arms up, push your shoulders slightly back and then come down. Exhale. Just repeat a couple of times. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, you're increasing the length in the arms, and then you are releasing them. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out, and relax. From here, we'll just go slightly back towards the backrest. So you can push, so the hips are almost touching the backrest now. And from here, inhale, take both arms up, palms facing back. Inhale up. So your palms are facing back. You can see my fingers, palms are facing back. Try lifting your chest and push your arms as back as you can. So there's a slight arch in your back. The back starts to go in a C, and it's contracting. So inhale, lift up, arch your back. Keep pushing your arms from the shoulders. You're pushing them backwards. And then you can rest your back on the backrest and exhale. Drop the arms, wrap your arms behind your backrest like that. I'll show you from behind also. And if you can interlock your hands, you can interlock your hands. If you cannot, and then you just stay with your arms rested here. And inhale, lift your heart and chest, let your arms slightly slide down, and try to press the shoulders on the backrest as well. And then we hold this position for some breaths, like about 10 counts. So I'm just showing it from behind also. So this is how you are into this pose. Inhale up, arch back, and then you can drop your arms behind, resting them like that. Or you can interlock your hands to pull them further down and open the chest towards the ceiling, trying to press the shoulders back into the backrest. So like here or here, wherever you can breathe, you can hold. And now try to breathe and feel that expansion in the front body. So you know your intercostal muscles are lifting, your chest is lifting, it's opening your heart. It's a very nice back bend sitting down on the chair, which brings all the benefits of back bends, like strengthening the back, releasing the tension from the back, opening your heart, improving your respiratory system and circulatory system. So, and also hunched shoulders are open with this pose. So keep holding. I hope you're holding. So we're breathing here. 5 more breaths. 5, 4, 3, navel is drawn in, chest is lifted up, 2, 1. So to come out of the pose, just first inhale, start looking ahead, and then you can release your arms and come back here. So we have relaxed here. And now we'll just do a little bit shoulder rotation. So you can make this mudra where you join all the fingertips together, including your thumb, and place it on your shoulders. Then bring your elbows closer. We are doing shoulder rotation. So inhale, lift your elbows, and they should come close to the ears. And then with an exhalation, push them as back and as together at the back also as they can go. And then forward again. So just do 5 rotations. Both ways we'll do. Inhale up, exhale, drop. Inhale while lifting. Exhale while dropping. Again, breathe in. Breathe out. One more. Inhale. Exhale. And then we'll reverse. Same way, try to take your elbows as together as you can make them. And then lift. Again, bring your elbows close to the ear and join them in front. So breathe in as you're lifting. Breathe out as you're bringing them down. Let's do 3 more repetitions. Inhale, exhale. And feel the rotation in the shoulder blades. So yoga is also about connecting with, it's connecting the body, mind, and spirit. But how does it happen? When we connect with our breath and the sensations in the body, withdrawing our senses, then we get into that equilibrium of body, mind, and spirit. Okay, so from here we'll go into the next move. We'll just work a little bit on the leg now. So you can, we don't need these footwear for that. So you can I'll just come down so my feet are down. From here, just keeping your sit bones grounded. So when I say grounded, means you have to press them into the chair and stay tall. And from here, inhale and lift your right leg forward. Is that your right leg? Okay, right leg forward, and try to keep both your thighs together in one parallel to each other, and then point your toe in front. So it will really create a stretch in the top part of your leg, activating your hips, hamstrings, and calf muscles. So it will strengthen these back muscles and it will stretch the front muscles. Now exhale and push your heels forward. So now the contraction is coming to the front. Your quads are getting strong, activated. Your shin bone and your ankle joint is also working. So we'll just do a couple of these. Relax first and we'll do the other leg. So start lifting it. It doesn't matter how high you lift, but you can try and lift it parallel to the mat. So even if it is a little low, it's fine. Just point, once you lift, point the toe forward. So you're stretching the ankle joint, working on the ankle joint, and also strengthening the back muscles of your leg and stretching the front muscles. Now when we flex, then it happens the other way. Your back muscles are getting stretched and top muscles are getting activated and strengthened. So release. So we'll just do these a couple of, let's do it together. Keep sitting tall with your spine all this time. You can take support with the side of your chair. And inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Two more on each leg. Point, legs, down, lift, point, legs, down. Lift, point, legs, down. Lift, point, legs, down. So you'll feel tension releasing from your legs and your legs will start having better circulation. It has already stretched and we have worked on some muscles. Now we'll go into the next exercise where we will be working on the adductors and abductor muscles of the leg. Means outer muscles and also the inner muscles of our thighs and hip. So again, keep sitting tall. Keep your feet grounded on the floor. And from here, inhale and start to move your right knee externally out. You can move the feet also. So see, my feet is also turned and my knee has also tried to move out. And so what is happening is, it is activating my adductor outside muscles of my hip and thigh and it is stretching the inside muscles. Exhale. So we'll do single leg first. Inhale out, exhale. Inhale out, try once you reach your maximum range of motion, try staying there for a second or two so that you can push it more back, activate your muscles even more. And exhale. Inhale out, exhale in. Inhale out, exhale in. Inhale out. It looks very simple, but it's a lot of work on your buttocks and your thighs. Out, in, out, and keep your spine also tall as you're doing this movement. Don't let your upper body move too much. Out, in, out, in. Okay, relax, and then move on to the other leg. So again, sit tall and start moving. Out, in, out, in, out, in. So can you understand there's a slight pause I'm making when I'm reaching the maximum range of motion? That's very important because that's the place where you can actually feel, what's happening with whatever we are doing with the muscles in our body. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And also it gives us space to reach more deeply into whatever movement or stretch we are doing. Inhale, exhale, and relax. So relaxing, catching our breath to build, to get the strength and breath back for the next movement. And from here we'll come up towards, let's get into the next movement. Let's do the knee lift. So again, sit with your buttocks sitting into the chair completely and back straight. So this chair is a little bit higher for my height. That's why my feet are lifted. Otherwise, they should be placed like that. Okay. Now, bring your right knee up and try hugging your knee. You can interlock your hands on your shin bone. Keep sitting tall with your back, inhaling, And exhale, draw the knee close to your chest. And then drop the leg down. Again, lift your left knee. Again, bring it close to your chest and drop. Again, right leg up and in, relax. Left, in, and relax. Let's do a couple of these. Inhale here, exhale, draw it close. So this is like sitting Pavan Mukta Asana. If any of you do some yoga practices, you would know this pose. We do in different positions, standing, lying down. So when you do it lying down, it's Supta Pavan Mukta Asana. So what does Pavan Mukta Asana does to your muscles? It is stretching your hip. And it is helping you, helping ease out the lower back and the hips. And it is also helpful in releasing the gastric issues from, because when we press the knee close to the chest, towards the abdomen and chest, the abdominal muscles start to work, as well as the internal organs under the belly are getting massaged and strengthened, improving the overall digestion and also releasing gas, constipation, acidity. Okay, so we'll just relax here. So it starts to ease out tension from the lower back and hip. Okay, so from here, let's go into a next move. So you can again come a little forward. If your feet are not touching, you can be on the feet and sit tall. From here, like we did initially, palms facing up. Inhale up, push your arms back, and then start going forward. Exhale, down, forward and down. So when you're going forward and down, it's important that you don't go forward with a jerk. Don't push yourself, too fast downwards, because it can hurt your back, especially your lower back. So you have to go down smoothly. Here we are sitting down, so it's kind of already supported because our knees are bent. Especially when we are standing and doing it, we have to keep that in attention that we don't go forward with a jerk. While sitting also, we have to take care of that. So inhaling up and slowly. You can reach through your arms and your head to reach down. So some people might just reach till here or, So inhaling up, some people might reach here. They can stop here also. Some people might be able to go further down and hold their legs there. If you can go even further down, you can go and touch the floor also. So see how your body feels right now and only do whatever is possible for your body without putting extra pressure on your body. We have to open the body. So we have to move ahead. We have to push ourselves, but just understand your own abilities and slowly push. Yoga is not about pushing too hard and reaching somewhere. You have to connect to your body and understand it. So let's do a few of these folds. Inhaling, we'll take the arms up and exhale down. You can go softly. Inhale up, exhale, forward fold. Inhale up, exhale, again forward fold. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, and then we'll rest in forward fold. Breathe out. Uttan Asana, Uttan Padasana, hand to toe pose. So now you check. Let's see, when I am doing this slightly because of the height of the chair or whatever, my hips tend to lift. So I have to keep pressing the hips into the chair and then go forward. If my hip lifts, then it is not a good technique. I mean, it's not the right technique to be in the pose. So your hips should be sitting on the chair when you're in the forward fold. It's like when you're standing and doing it, you have to stand on the feet. It's not like your feet will start lifting and then you can still be in the forward fold. So your hips should touch and then you stay there in a forward fold like that. And you can just rest your chest on your thighs, drop the head towards the toes. So here what is happening now, I'll talk about a little bit about the forward fold, Uttan Padasana. Uttan Padasana helps to Gently stretch the back of your body. You will feel, if you just take your awareness while holding this pose, you'll feel your spinal column is lengthening. Your spinal nerves begin to relax with that. And your parasympathetic system starts to get activated, which brings relaxation to your nervous system and your brain. And that's how it calms your mind, these all forward folds. And also, as you're stretching, you are stretching the back, like, because now we are sitting down and doing it and our legs are folded, so there's not much stretch in the back of the legs. But if we do the same pose with legs extended, straight leg, and then we also get a little stretch to the legs as we hold the forward fold. So if you make your legs straight in the same pose, then you get the benefits of hamstring stretch and calf stretch also. And tight hamstrings and calves also lead to back pain, lower back pain. So when we are trying to ease out lower back pain, which is quite an issue with a lot of people, we must also work on the hamstring. Okay, so from here we can just come back and relax. And now we'll move into, I'll quickly do a few rounds of sitting sunset. So again, sit on the edge of your mat with your sit bones down and back straight. Inhale, take your arms over your head. And exhale gently, leading through your arms and your head, you come down. Exhale once you reach here completely. And again, inhale, come back up. Exhale, release your arms to your side and start lifting your right knee up. Exhale, hug it close to your chest. You can drop your forehead towards your knee here. Inhale, lift your forehead and exhale. Inhale, up again. Exhale, go into a gentle forward fold once again. Inhale, come back. And exhale, release your arms. Start lifting your left knee. Exhale, drop the forehead, bringing your knee close to your chest. Inhale, lift the head and exhale, drop again. So that makes one round of sun salutation on the chair. We'll do a couple of rounds. Inhale up. Exhale into a forward fold. Inhale up. Exhale as we release the arms. We start inhaling and lifting the right knee. Exhale, drop the head. Inhale, lift it back and release. Exhale. Inhale, arms up again. Exhale into a forward fold. Inhale, lift your arms up again and exhale down. Inhale, start lifting your left knee. Exhale, drop the forehead. Inhale, head up and drop the leg. Again, take your arms up. Exhale into a forward fold. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift your right knee up and exhale, drop the forehead. Inhale, lift the head, drop the leg. Inhale, lift your arms up again. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift up and start bringing your arms down, lifting your left knee. Drop the forehead. Inhale, lift your head up. Again, move your arms up and exhale into a forward fold. Inhale, come back up and then from here we'll just release. Exhale, relax. So we did about 3 rounds of sun salutation, moving from the right and the left leg both. So you can see the poses are a little modified, but you can do a lot of movement also just sitting down on the chair. Okay, so from here, let's move on to the next pose. So we will do this pose for the lower body. It is called Uttita Parsvakonasana. So we separate the feet slightly and the feet are touching the floor and the back is upright, so you can adjust your position accordingly. You should not be resting on the backrest. And sitting tall, inhaling, start taking your arms over your head and stretch your arms upwards first. On an exhale, we'll once again come into a forward fold. So exhale, bring your arms out and you can just take them between and try to reach the floor. If you cannot touch the floor, ideally if you cannot touch the floor, you can use a block, like a book or something like that. For example, if you don't have a block, you can also hold a book in your hand, like it should be a little thicker book so that you can place your hand there and drop. Inhale, lift your other arm up. Uh, Lift your other arm up and open the chest towards the ceiling, looking up. So what you're doing is you're pressing the feet into the floor, pressing this hand also into the floor, and then you are inhaling and looking up to exhale. So what it does is it gives a little twist to your spine. It gives a little stretch to your inner thighs, and it gives a twist to the spine. Spinal twist. Spinal twist helps release tension from the spine and strengthen it. It also opens your shoulder. So we stay here, take a couple of breaths. Keep your breathing even. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale, release. We'll just come back so that we can relax our back. So you can come sitting back. And from here, we'll do that backward bend we did in the beginning as a counter pose. So you can go back towards the backrest. And once again, inhaling, take your arms up, start opening them out and place them at the backrest, outside the backrest. Inhale, open the chest and try to stick your, opening the front part of your body, the chest and the shoulders. Push the shoulders back into the backrest. So open, push the heart upwards. Take a deep breath, filling your lungs and then letting it go, emptying your lungs. Again, come back center, and now we will do the twist from the other side. So you can once again keep your feet about 2 to 2.5 feet apart. Inhale, start moving your arms up, and exhale slowly into a fold. From here, either you place your hand on a height if you can't reach the floor, or you can reach the floor, then you touch the place the hands on the floor. From here, start inhaling and lifting your right arm. So when you're lifting your arm, it's not just the arm. You're opening your chest and your navel towards the ceiling. So inhale, up, expand here, open, open, open. So the more you press down, the more you'll be able to open. So the more you ground basically with your feet and hand, it will create length. And once the length is created, then the twist is deeper. So again, hold, breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release this arm again. And slowly look ahead. Whenever you're coming back from a forward fold, look forward. So that protects your back. If you're looking down and keep coming, it can put the strain on your lower back. So look ahead, make your back flat, and then come back up. Okay, so just relax for a breath, and then we move on to the next pose. So basically, this Parshvottan Asana has helped you twist your back. It has worked on your spine and your entire back and releases the tension from different parts of your back and spinal column. Okay, so now hips is one of the difficult, one of the muscles of our body which becomes really tight with all the sitting down we do on a height, on chairs. So, and long sitting hours also. So we'll stretch the hip right now. Again, you're sitting tall like that. It's called pigeon pose. It stretches your outer hip, the glutes. So you can fold your right leg and place the ankle on your left thigh. So then where you're placing is just slightly above your knee. From here, you can take support with your left hand and keep your back straight using your hand and your sit bones. And exhale, push this knee in towards the floor. The moment you start pushing it, you will feel this, your right outer hip starts to stretch. So this will be a little gentle. Now to make it more intense, try to keep the knee down and move your arms. You can move your right arm up first, inhale, and start going into a fold. Exhale once again. So the more deeper the fold is, depending on the flexibility, the more down you will go. But it doesn't matter where you reach. Again, either you can hold your leg like that if you can't reach the floor, or use something like a block or a thick book to place your hand, and you can be there. Now, what you need to do when you're holding the poses, you keep pushing your sit bones in the chair and then moving ahead. And when you do that, you'll start feeling a stretch in the whole gluteus muscle. Again, your head is facing the toes and you can feel the back of your body. Spinal column is again lengthening because it's a forward fold also along with the hip pose we are doing. So forward fold always extends the spine and make it long and flexible. So you can basically it makes it long, elongates it, and it activates your spinal nerves. Bring the prana, the breath in the spinal cord. So you can feel the stretch in your hip now. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. With an inhale, we'll look forward first. So the back is saved from any aches and pains, and then come back up and relax. Then we move on to the other side. You can drop this leg, place the other feet here. Again, you sit tall and use your left hand to push this knee towards the floor, opening up, easing out the hip. And now from here, inhale, move your arm up, and again, reach forward. So you're not going down, you're going forward first, and then down. And once again, hold wherever you're reaching. You can stay there and drop. Just face the crown of your head towards the toes. If it is facing forward, there's a different alignment to your spine. So if you face it down, there's a different, but don't tuck your chin in. Keep it neutral. Keep your neck neutral and hold. Keep pressing the sit bones. Otherwise, if you don't ground well, then you fall forward. So don't fall forward. Be in control. Hold again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll look ahead, inhale, and once again slowly come back and relax. Exhale. Then you sit a little more relaxed, but you can, you may not take the back support. We'll do a little stretch for the shoulders and upper back. So you can bring your right arm like that in front of you, like that, folded. So it's folded at the elbow. And then you start holding the arm and exhale. With an exhale, bring your elbow close to your chest. So it starts to stretch this part, biceps, upper arms, and the shoulder. A little bit stretches there on the back also. And stay, keep holding, keep your spine tall. Breathe, breathe. 2, 1. And relax the hold. Now just make the same arm straight in front of you. So don't bend it at the elbow. Now as the arm is straight, try to bring it close to the chest. Hold it once again with your other hand from your upper arm side. Sit tall. Breathe in and breathe out. Start pulling the leg, pulling the arm. When you're pulling, you don't turn back. Right now, keep your shoulders square towards the front and pull the arm towards the chest once again. So now the stretch goes a little bit more deeper towards your upper back. Again, hold, feel the stretch, breathe. 3, exert a little pressure to bring your arm in. 2, 1. We'll keep sitting like this. Sit tall. Now we'll turn our torso also back. So you're still holding it the same way. Inhale, sitting tall. Exhale, start looking over your left shoulder. So this rotation is from your waistline. Okay, exhale, start turning back and still keep pulling your arm towards your chest. And that will start to take it will take the stretch to the middle back also. If you are really able to pull it in and go back, rotate the spine, and once again come back, center, and relax. So let's do the other side. First we started with a gentle stretch, elbow folded, start pulling the arm towards the chest. And we'll gently start stretching. So we make it intense slowly and feel it. It's more on the shoulder, the cup of your shoulder and the arm here. And then we'll make the arm straight and start pulling it once again in. You can use your hand or you can use your forearm to draw your arm close to the chest. And now you can feel the stretch increasing here and slightly going towards the back also. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Keep holding in the same way. Just use your in-breath to stay tall and out-breath start rotating from the waist. Go over, over, over. And feel, again, holding the stretch to your middle back. The upper back. And the shoulders, the arms. And come back. Center again. Relax. Okay, now we'll do a sitting twist. It's called Ardha Matsyendrasana. So Ardha Matsyendrasana is a sitting spinal twist we will be doing on the chair. So you can again sit like that on the chair without taking the support. And all the twists, as I've been mentioning, we have done 1 or 2 twists before also. It helps to strengthen the back and release the aches and pains. They are very, very good to do, especially if you're sitting for long hours. Twisting poses are really nice to do. So we'll move from the right hand. You can just fold the edge of the left side of the chair. And the other hand, the left hand, you can take to the back rest. So it's like this. Like this. And this one is here. All right, inhale, sit tall, the same technique, press your sit bone, then raise your head up. And also your heart should open out horizontally. Your ribs should start expanding outwards like that when you're inhaling. Inhale. Okay, so it's not cramping your heart. Inhale, lift spine, open heart. And then exhale, start rolling over your left shoulder. Again, the rotation is from your spine. So the movement is from here, from above your pelvic bone, here. It's not just the upper back or upper chest going back. Exhale, turn back. And if you want, you can make it more intense by trying going further back, further back, further back. So it will help open your shoulders, spinal column. And all the twists helps to release a lot of toxins from the body. It starts to stimulate your metabolic rate. So we'll do the other side. Again, you can rest your left arm here, take the right arm at the back, inhale up and feel that expansion in your heart also, then exhale, start to turn back. Breathe, holding it for 5 counts. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Again, come back center and release. Okay, from here, we'll just come up and do 1 or 2 standing poses using the chair as a support. So, what I will do is, I will do a down dog stretch with the help of the chair. So, I need a back rest for that. You can be almost arm distance away and placing the palms on the backrest. And this chair is like very light in weight. So if you have a sturdy chair, it's easy to put weight. Right now, I'll have to hold so just see how your chair is. If it is very light, then you have to be more stable with your feet. Don't put too much weight there. If it is a strong chair, then you can put a little bit more weight. So from here, you start to walk your feet slightly back, ground your hands into the backrest, and ground your feet, heels into the floor. Inhale, look ahead, and think of opening your heart and lift your head up, like your head is trying to go diagonally up towards the ceiling. Draw your navel slightly in. Okay, inhale here, and now pressing the hands into the into the chair. Exhale, start pushing your hip back. So when you it's a hip hinge. So you're pushing your hip back and trying to lengthen your spine. See, the spinal column is becoming long. And once I'm here, I keep pressing the hands into the chair and press the chest towards the floor. Ground through your heels also, the feet. press your chest, your shoulders towards the floor. Your arms should not be folded. Then you'll not get the stretch. Arms are long, and so you can adjust your position accordingly, where your arms should become long once you're down like this. Arms long, back long, hip pushing back. Draw your navel slightly in, don't dip the back like that. Draw your navel in, push the hip back, and arms can go slightly forward also like that. And stay. So it's a very nice pose to create length in your entire spinal column. It's a very nice stretch to ease out the back. It was also stretching the hamstrings. So again, that is going to ease out your legs as well as your lower back. So breathe here, 5. So when you're holding, it's like your arms are reaching slightly forward, arms and head, and hips are trying to push back continuously. It's an opposing stretch. And ground through your, find that stability by pressing your feet into the floor and hands into the chair. Keep breathing. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, slowly come back up, and exhale, relax. So from here, we will do one last stretch or pose. It is called Nachraj Asana. So we'll first begin with only stretching. We'll first begin with only stretching the quadricep. So Nachraj Asana helps to stretch your quads. It helps to again create length in the spine, and it's a slight backward bend also as we hold the leg back. So it will work on strengthening your glutes and your hamstrings. So this is how we'll start. I can start in profile like that. Fold your outside leg, right leg, like that. Hold your ankle, and initially just keep both your thighs together like that. Initially. So, and when you are holding the ankle, try to create a stretch in your entire thigh. Means when you just hold it like that, you will feel a little stretch here, not here. But I want you to feel the stretch from the top of your thigh to the bottom of the thigh. So you hold here, make yourself tall, and then pull your heel towards the butt in such a way that you just take your awareness here. It should start stretching. And once it starts stretching, you start pulling it back. And when you start pulling it back, you have to make your spinal column tall. So you can check there should be slight distance so that we have space to create the spine long. Inhale and lift up. So this will depend on how much you can lift will depend upon your flexibility. Lift up and then try to make your chest parallel to the mat. Inhale, pull up. When your spine is long, then only you will be able to pull the leg more up. So try creating length in your spine. And hold. You can hold here, you can hold here, wherever. Try to feel the stretch here, and then that contraction in the back is happening. And hold again. 3, 2, 1. Slowly release and relax. So this Nachraj Asana we do on the mat, like as I already said, all the poses we can do on the mat, off the mat, on the chair, but with slight modifications. So now we'll do the other side. Just turn this around. So hold your other ankle and keep your thigh together initially. Ground through your feet and bring your heel close to the butt. So you're stretching your entire thigh. And now we start. I need a little bit more space, so I go back. Inhale, lifting the chest up, the whole body up, and pull the leg back. Once I'm here, I start bringing the chest parallel to the mat and pull the leg more up. And once again, hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly release. Exhale, relax. We come back to the mat, sitting down. And we will finish with a very small, we'll do a pranayam, which is not like a very long pranayam. So you can just keep your feet slightly apart, hip distance, and place them on the mat. on the floor. Inhale, sit tall, roll your shoulder back and keep your head in the center. Close your eyes gently. And we'll take a moment to relax the face. So you can soften your forehead, soften your jawline, all the facial muscles. Take an in-breath through your nose to a count of 4, and we'll try to increase the exhalation time to 8. But try to keep your breath gentle, not forceful. So inhale like that, 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale for 8 counts. Exhale, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale again. Feel that upward movement in your body with your in-breath. And exhale. A little longer. And now even breath. Just breathe in. 4 seconds. Breathe out. 4 seconds. And we do Bhramari Pranayam. So for Bhramari Pranayam, you can make this mudra. Spread your fingers. Place the index finger on your eyelid, but you don't have to press it too hard. Keep your eyelid gently closed. And then the other finger close to your nostrils, close to your lip, and on the chin. We'll keep the thumb free to open and close the ears so that we can, when we are breathing out, we have to make a gentle humming sound. A sound of no, not m, on exhalation. So it's that kind of a sound. And on inhalation, you can just try and contract your throat slightly and inhale through your nose. So it will go, and we'll do 3 rounds of it continuously. Do it as per your breathing capacity. Because when you are exhaling with a n sound, it is, you have to try and again release out through your throat and then through your, feel the resonation in your entire face. And then you are breathing out. So you're breathing out and making that sound. So according to your breathing capacity, you will do. 3 rounds, we'll continuously keep doing. Inhale. Close your eardrums and then exhale. When you're inhaling, you can open your eardrums. And while closing again close them. While exhaling, you can close it. And then again, start to bring your hands back on your thighs. Keep sitting tall. Keep sitting with your eyes gently closed. Just exhale through your mouth if you feel any pressure in any part of your body or in your lungs. Slow and complete exhalation, controlled exhalation. And then you can close your mouth and continue sitting with your breath. So what does Bhramari does it? It starts to activate your throat gland because you're exerting a little the sound from your throat which moves up in your entire face and entire body. It is good to release migraines, sinuses from the body. And it's a soothing pranayama which starts to relax your nerves. And that's how it brings calmness to the mind. And with that, we'll just bring the hands together in front of the heart. And once again, we feel the pressure points in our palms, touching each other, pressing each other. And you can take this moment once again to feel your entire body. And then feel your heart. Now rubbing the palms into each other, we make them slightly warm. And cup the eyes for about 8 to 10 seconds. So this strengthens the eye muscles. It brings heat, energy to your eyes. Don't press your hands into your eyes though. Just keep them softly on your eyelids. And then you can start blinking your eyes inside your palms and release. Thank you, everyone. So this is what the chair yoga session was all about today. And I hope you enjoyed it. So back to
thank you,
Karthik.
Thanks, Urjus, for the session, and I'm sure this is really helpful as you covered while we are sitting or working for long hours. And I felt these are also simple and some easy to do exercises that you taught us today. So thanks again. So audience, we are now open to questions. Please type your questions in the Q&A section of your control panel or the chat section. We will read out those questions for Urjus to answer. If you see the control panel, there is this Q&A box. Feel free to type in your questions or any feedback that you have. That can be really helpful, and I can read out those questions for Urjus to answer. Thank you. One question, Urjus. How many times each of the pose be done?
Yeah. How many times each pose needs to be done?
Yeah.
See, when we did something like movement exercise or we did repetitions of some exercises in the beginning. So those repetitions you can do about 10 to 20 depending on how much time you have. Like Surya Namaskars we did. You can do 10 rounds of it. Or we did some leg exercises and arm exercises. So that repetitions you can do about 10 to 20 depending on how much time you have for the practice, for the workout. And otherwise the holding of the poses once is good. It's just that hold it for a little longer, like about 5 breaths minimum. 5 breaths. So 5 breaths is about 30 seconds, 30 to 40 seconds, because it's 4 or 5 seconds inhale and exhale. That's 8 to 10 seconds is one breath. So when you hold it for about 5 breaths, so it's somewhere between 30, depending on how you're breathing, 30 seconds to a minute. So you can hold the pose for that long, each pose. And once it's fine.
Sure. We're getting a lot of good feedback stating that the session was useful, and so thanks for that. There is one question. Can you please show some neck stretches? Neck stretch.
Neck stretches. Okay.
Yeah.
Right
One
now?
or two. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. So simply neck stretches can be done. Like actually, the simple neck stretches are the best for neck. In the sense that while doing the poses also, there are certain neck stretches happening automatically in a pose because yoga poses are compound in nature. They're not working on one body part. But you should just take out 5 minutes to do the neck stretches every day. You can do simple like when you're doing it, make sure your back is straight, your shoulders are rolled down. So they are not lifted, a hunching should not be there. Your chest is slightly open and shoulders are rolled back and down. And from here, if you take your arms slightly away and press the fingertips into the floor, can't see my hands, but what I mean is just make your arms go down so the shoulder is also away from the ear. From here, you just do a simple up and down movements. Touch your chin into the chest. Inhaling is up and exhaling is down. If you have cervical issues, don't drop the head too much at the back. You can keep it slightly up and then down. So do 5 to 8 of these, and then you can do side to side also. Important is try to connect it with your breath. So use your in breath, out breath, like that. And there's a slight pause. Look for that pause. As I said, that pause helps to reach you to your maximum range and observe what is happening to your body. This one, and then you can do neck rotations. So you drop, you start rotating your head gently. Again, you can do 5 to 10 repetitions of this. When you're doing neck rotations, make sure you are gazing at one point. One point means, for example, you start here, so you're gazing at the nose tip, then you start rolling, you try to keep your gaze there. If you can't see the nose tip, then also try to fix your gaze at one point. Like, for example, you start here, and then you are wherever you are, and then when you come back, you are here. You're gazing here. Same way, opposite side, like that. Do these rotations to maximum range of motion. Try to go deeper in your rotation, not faster. Then you feel all that stretch happening and releasing the pain from the neck and shoulders. And also this one. And holding it for some seconds, like that. So these are very simple ones, but they're very effective.
So we have one last question, Harjas, and we can end this session after that. There's a question that the gentleman is asking: is there any health issues, restrictions for these exercises, like people who should not do it?
There are some exercises which should not be done for certain people, but a lot of poses can be modified also. Now, depending on what is the problem, like what is the disability or what is the problem with the person, we can always modify the postures or the flow of the class. So now it depends. Like for example, a person with, as I said, with cervical, don't do backward drop of the head. So it compresses your spinal nerves here. So you don't do that if it is too much, like your cervical is really intense. Same way, if you have a lumbar issue, then don't do extreme forward folds. Or if you want to do it with modifications. Basically, you have to keep your back straight. So there are a lot of props also which you can use to do forward folds in that case. Likewise, you have certain, depending on the problem, you can always modify or not do a pose for some time. But mostly yoga can be done by everything, because yoga is more about connecting with yourself, with your breath, even if you are doing a hand stretch like this with that complete awareness, so that's yoga. So of course, you can always do more of physical work, but what I'm saying is that with some modifications, everybody can practice it.
Got it. Thank you, Harjas. With that,
Any other
end of this. No more questions, Harjas. I can't see any more questions. So thank you, audience, and thank you, Faisal, for organizing this session. Thank you, Dr. Deepika from Vipul, for letting us do this session here. So we'll see you soon again in the afternoon today. Thank you again, and have a great day.
Yes.
Thanks.